Hey world, my name is Alton and I am currently an apprentice for Code to Dream Labs, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about my story. Before Code to Dream, I was a machinist. I had been at my then current job for about 12 years, and I just hated it. Uh, it just took me a while to kind of figure out what it was that, I wanted to do because it was a stable job. I have a family. It's not like I could just up and leave. And my mom just kind of shot me a text one day telling me about Code the Dream and their free classes. So I just kind of jumped on it. I've always been a computer oriented person, but prior to Code the Dream, I had zero programming experience. Um, yeah, I did the pre-work. I got accepted into the class, and I just haven't really looked back ever since. And 2 years later, I've managed to, with help from Code the Dream, I've managed to, quit that job that I hate, and I'm now an apprentice for Code the Dream, searching for full-time employment. Um, like I said, my I had zero coding experience before Code the Dream. The closest thing I'd done to coding was experimented with Pine Script to kind of write a stock trading algorithm. I was in the stocks for a few months. But other than that, I had no experience with coding. Um, Pretty much got onboarded to Code the Dream through their classes. I took the intro class in fall of 2020. And from there, I graduated that class, took the Ruby on Rails class, and actually I joined the practicum program in the summer of 2021 and refused the apprenticeship initially because I had another job, uh, a job that I had after my machinist job, and I just didn't think that I would have enough time to do it. Uh, Through a little convincing, I was pushed to kind of just take it on, as well as the job I was doing. Uh, and I didn't really have any free time, but it was definitely worth it. It was definitely worth it because the apprenticeship is just very valuable as far as the things that you learn about working with other people, working on in a professional setting on a real world app that other people actually use, stuff that you don't really get through the classes, through no fault of the classes. It's just, you just really can't, you can't really get that experience until you get the experience. So, yeah, that was really great as far as some of my experiences with Code to Dream. When I first accepted the apprenticeship, there was another internship for, I think it was ThoughtBot, that was open, that was suggested to me. And it sounded like a good opportunity, but I was a little bit more familiar with Code the Dream. And that might not be the best reason to do something, but I was a little bit more familiar with Code the Dream, and I felt like it would be a little bit easier onboarding into the professional environment that way. Uh, these people have seen me grow. They knew my skill set, and I had made some friends within the organization. So I decided to, just based on what they'd done for me already to that point, I just felt like it was just a smart choice to go with Code to Dream. And I don't regret that because I've learned a lot in the last 10 or so months. Just been uh just way more knowledge has come to me in the last 10 months than the whole year and a half before that. So yeah, I definitely proud of my decision to stick with Code the Dream for sure. For anybody else who is considering taking classes or maybe participating in the internship or the apprenticeship for Code the Dream Labs, uh, just just try to make it work. It's never going to be easy. There's always going to be conflicts. There's always going to be excuses, but it is worth it. Just trust me on that. Once you get through not only the classes, but if you decide to do the apprenticeship, especially uh, a few months in, you will realize how valuable the experience is. And I think it's awesome that they offer the classes initially, just because learning is just such an important aspect to this industry. But the apprenticeship is just really another level, and it's not like you go straight from classes to an apprenticeship. You do the classes, usually a beginner class, and then you go to a advanced class, and then from that you go to a practicum where you kind of 3 or 4 students come together and work on one of those students' project in a agile set or in a team setting. So it kind of gets you ready for that. But once you start the apprenticeship, you will just your mind will be blown, especially if you've never been in the tech industry before, just how much you actually learn on the apprenticeship. And yeah, that's I just got to say, Code the Dream is great, man. I'm just super grateful. If anybody ever has the opportunity to work with them, I would definitely say 1000% just go for it. Just go for it because it could change your life.